Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Uncapped.
Yes, sir.
I'm here with your boy Alaa Hus1.
What's good? And I'm here with Chimz, the love guru.
Yay. Hey, bro, those are big words, bro. Those are big words. Bro, it's self-proclaimed. Self-proclaimed.
It's true though.
Dude, with who?
I reckon you'd be a good wingman.
Good wingman. Bro.
Have you ever been a wingman for
Bro.
someone?
Ooh.
Did it turn out?
Oh, bro. Man, Fahad is like me and Fahad.
Yeah.
We're like what? Peanut butter and jelly, bro. We're like peanut butter and jelly, bro.
Goes all together. No,
man, it's mix and match. I'm telling you, it's you've never gone out with us, yeah?
No, I haven't.
It's a good time, bro.
It's
such a good time. It's like playing tennis. You know, like he's on one side serving, I'm just receiving. Like,
wow, the chemistry.
It's mad chemistry, bro.
I know you, bro.
It's mad chemistry, so it's really fun.
The reason I introduced you as the love guru is because we're gonna deep dive into a conversation, all about love and all about relationships and things like that.
We have to.
The people want to know us, Chimz.
Bruh, too much. Too much for us. Nah, I'm just playing,
too much.
Bro. I'm just playing. Like, nah, this is what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're here for.
Thank you guys for the support on the second episode that we did. It was great to hear from you, your feedback. Keep it coming. Of course, this is just the beginning. We have so much more coming in line. So stay tuned. It's gonna be exciting.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, so without further ado, let's get started.
First, we have to do it. We have to define this thing, bro. We have to
love.
We have to start with definitions before we even do love. Okay. What is love? What is love?
To be honest with you, that is probably the most difficult question to answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because love is complicated.
Love is complicated,
right? And everyone loves in a different way, and everyone wants to be loved in a different way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'd say love, though, is that connection you have with someone to a degree where you feel like your existence is nothing without them.
Man,
these are big words.
Hey.
These are big words, but this is the truth.
Hey. Okay.
Now, I've had my fair share of falling in love. Mm-hmm. I'm currently single, so holla at me, ladies. Holla at your boy.
Man's about to start sliding in DM.
It goes down in the DM. So yeah, it was a joyful experience. It had its ups, it had its downs, but I will definitely say it's a feeling that everyone needs to have in their life. You know, it's we're created in pairs essentially. So that's my take on it. How do you feel about love?
You know who explained love for me the best way? Or even just like, let me use your statement.
Go for it.
Jump on that one, yeah.
Go for it.
You know Jackson 5? You know the song I'm thinking about?
Yeah.
A, B, C, 1, 2. Exactly, bro. You know, and then it ends, you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if only I could sing, I would have given you the whole, but if you don't know that song, you're probably either too young or
exactly.
Get yourself involved, man. Jackson 5.
Jackson.
Yeah. It's the ABC, yeah?
ABC. That's the name of it.
But in terms of love, man, I would say love is an emotion, yeah? It is an emotion. It's the connection you feel with other people where you have self-love for yourself and you have the love which you share with others. Mm-hmm. So as human beings, we are not meant to be alone. The pandemic has shown us this, that we're meant to interact.
We're dependent.
We're dependent, yes. Yeah. So love is now you saying that I'm giving myself to you and you are giving yourself to me. So this is either in a relationship aspect or even with your parents, right?
Agreed.
Because with your the love that you get from your parents, it's a different kind of love.
It's unconditional.
They are giving you unconditional love. You are rude. You are messing up. They're still there like... Mm-hmm.
Why do we still deal with this kid?
But they'll still do it. They'll still do it for you. So I'd say that's mad love right there. Love is it's a communal thing, man. It's a communal thing which is meant to be shared.
It is absolutely. I agree with you on that aspect. And so when was the first time you fell in love?
Bruh. Whoa.
I had to come at you, bro.
Yikes. Yeah,
Let's just let's talk about it.
I'm probably gonna tell you that the only love I've ever felt is from my puppies. Then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with your question? Where next?
Yeah, exactly.
Where next, bro? Relationship aspects. Yeah, I don't date much. Let me start there.
Wow.
I don't date much. Yeah, I can count on a hand the people I have actually dated. I don't know if that information is to be shared here. Like, I don't date much. Mainly because of the fact that, I don't know, people are different, right? So I'd like to get to know you before committing to some extent, because I've seen myself, like, certain aspects which might bother me in the long term. The moment I might have a crush on you, but if I see that you've got for example, you're rude to waiters, that's such a big turn off.
It is
Big turn off. If you're mean to, like, pets.
Ooh.
If you don't like kids.
I don't like kids.
I don't like
kids are annoying.
Kids are annoying. But I mean, like, kids just there sometimes. Not yours. They're just there. It puts you off a little bit, right?
Exactly.
Puts you off. So in that aspect, kind of like, I close myself off a bit.
Wow, you're very conservative.
Picky. No,
picky.
My friend told me, like, Chimz, you're picky. It's like, bruh, I only want the best.
Of course. There's nothing wrong with wanting the best.
There's nothing wrong with
Absolutely
that.
not.
That's not to say that I'm not out here chilling, in quotes. Whatever you assume chilling to be, it is that. Whatever you want to assume it is. It is what it is, right? So, for me, my experiences of love, I'll use one ex of mine, yeah? Because she came from a very loving family, like, the whole I love you, like, before she goes outside, my mom's like, yo, bye, I love you, kisses and all that, right? And, bro, I'm from a black Malawian household. We don't got much of that. Even my boys laugh at me. They're like, yeah, bro, do you even say these words? Like, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Even nowadays with my sister, I try to do so, right?
Right.
Because I realized the way that I am is, I'm not saying it's wrong the way we were raised, because it's more or less we were raised along the lines of showing love, right?
Showing love.
In action.
Right.
Yeah, so even another aspect I would say, for example, me, my love language, my top one is acts of service.
Right.
So it resonates. I don't know why. So this ex of mine, she was so loving, man, and I think she fed off of words of affirmation. So with me, I'm not very vocal with this stuff, right? So now I have to learn how to open up, how to now say, like, oh, of course, like, I miss you and whatever. Those are, like, the common ones, but then expressing yourself to that level, yeah. So I have to now start doing that, and I think with this shorty, yeah, that's where I started to really, like, open up and expose myself to this feeling, and I did enjoy it, actually. Yeah, absolutely. I did enjoy it. This was when I was back in South Africa. Yeah, so we were together for almost just slightly over a year, and then at the time it ended because I finished my degree, so I was going back home, and at the same time I didn't know where it was gonna go. Yeah, he would say, you guys should have done long distance.
Right.
Bro, to hell with long distance. I'm not hating on it. Hear me out.
Wow.
I know. I don't hate long distance relationships. I'm just saying, like, I've done it before, and I'm like,
doesn't work out.
I'm needy. Like, I wanna do stuff with you when you're around. Let's go for pizza. Let's go for a movie. All these things.
Absolutely.
And the whole idea of having somebody worrying, because that's the thing that I feel long distance has an impact on people. It's your mind, yeah? You just out there, the moment Chimz doesn't reply in 2 minutes.
What is he doing?
This guy, I'm probably eating or cooking, because those are my two activities. One of the two, that's what I'm doing.
Right.
You see, so that's an issue, but she was so loving, so that feeling, bro, it was nice, bro. It was warm. Whereby you even feel bad when you do something bad to this person, yeah? Like,
of course,
you don't want to hurt them.
They become a part of you.
Yeah. I think that was close to my heart, close to my heart.
There's a very interesting quote. It says, just because you love someone a certain way doesn't necessarily mean that they feel loved by you. Because you mentioned the words of affirmation, and you mentioned
acts of service.
Exactly. So there are, I believe, 7 different ways.
Five. There are
Five.
five love languages.
5 love languages to express your love to your partner. And I think that's why perhaps she didn't, I mean, in that aspect, she didn't really feel loved by you.
Yeah.
You know? And it's very imperative that we know how we want to feel loved and how our partner wants to feel the love from us.
Yeah, definitely.
That makes sense.
Definitely. Yeah. What about you though? Like, before we skedaddle there, what was the time that you felt that this love phenomenon?
First time I fell in love was probably back in high school.
Damn.
Yeah,
Man
yeah.
was moving quick.
Of course, I was, trying to get that bag.
Bro, you're supposed to be doing Pythagoras theorem, bro. Not trying to mend your heart.
Exactly. But as a kid, you have your worries, you want to feel loved by someone. And back then I was very insecure.
Yeah.
I was obese.
Bro, go into that one, bro. Why? Bro? Talk about the insecurity. Where did that come from?
No, I feel like where it came from is, I just like food. There's nothing really.
Unhealthy relationship with food.
Unhealthy relationship with food, exactly. So I just look at myself in the mirror and I was just not happy with the way I looked. And I got a little bit of slack because of that. People
were you bullied?
I would say I was bullied to a certain degree, and I didn't really have a thick skin back then. So anything would get into my head and I'd go back home and think about it. How can I be better? How can I do this? So it was one day I just woke up, looked at myself in the mirror and said, yo, this has to change.
Time for change.
Time for change. Hit the gym, do some cardio, work out, and as of today, I've never felt physically better.
Yeah.
That I could say.
Damn, we need to see pictures, bro.
Yeah,
we need to see pictures.
The befores and the afters, And no, you don't need to see pictures. You don't need to see pictures.
Bro, you're you now, bro.
I know.
You went through that phase to become the man you are today.
Oh, God bless you, King. God bless you. God bless you. So in high school, I had a crush on this girl, man. Yeah. She was... Have you ever watched that show, Kim Possible? Mm-hmm. So that was my cartoon crush at that time period.
Bro, right here,
you get. So I'm like, yo, I used to just think of her as that. She is that.
Oh.
And if I can find a way to have this person in my life, that's all I'll ever need.
Damn it.
All I'd ever need.
Man was going to school for the wrong reasons.
You could say so, So that was like the last year of high school. I didn't make a move until like the first year of university when that person made the move.
Oh, so you guys were lucky enough to even go to the same university?
We did go to the same university. So that person, they
approached you.
They approached me in the sense of like social media. They started following me, and then I started a conversation. Yeah. And then by the end of that year, we were together. Ooh. I was like, you know what, babes?
This was up.
I likes you.
And I want you.
I likes you and I want you. Exactly. Yeah. Yes, sir. So we made it happen, Here's a very interesting component of love, which I need your 2 cents in.
Give me.
What do you think are your 3 non-negotiables for your partner? Things that they must have when you obviously go on a journey of love and...
watch how fast I'll answer you this. Yeah, because I already have.
You've been ready.
I've been ready. Off the top of my head, bro. I gotta know.
Okay.
So top 3, no order at all. You gotta be in touch with your religious aspect, whatever that may be. Yeah, but you gotta be in touch. I'm not saying you have to be overly religious or whatever, but there has to be a presence of that.
Agreed.
Because I always believe like it's a foundation, right? You need to be grounded in something.
100%.
So, and most of us were raised in religious households, so you have to have that connection. So that one goes for it. The next one, I'd say you have to have a sense of humor.
It has to be. That's personality,
bro, because end of the day,
I'm trying to laugh.
Yeah, and you cannot just be explaining all your jokes.
Exactly.
Oh, she's just there laughing just because she's...
What are you saying, babes?
Yeah.
True.
No, you have to have a sense of humor. And the third one, I think the third one comes from my own inefficiencies or where I lack.
Okay.
It has to be someone willing to communicate. So myself, I'm a terrible communicator. I'm working on it big time. I'm terrible at it. But I would say it has to be somebody who is either good at communicating or is willing to communicate as well with me. I'm also actively working on it on my own, right?
Right.
So I need somebody who's also willing to take those steps, so that depends, man. Like if I'm I'm not saying I'm not giving the silent treatment or whatever, but so that if I'm opening up, they're also in a position where they can, see that, oh, okay, we're having this talk, we're having this conversation, and they're also speaking back in a way that
Absolutely.
will allow me to also continue opening up and not necessarily raising up my walls.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
So those are my three, bro. Those are my top three. So
very, very interesting.
yeah. What about you, man?
I'd say for me, I like the first one that you mentioned, the aspect of faith, because you can't just be walking around planet Earth not knowing why you're here and what what your purpose is.
Hey, I see what you did there.
Did you see?
I see what
He
you
said
did.
it. He said it.
It's like an Easter egg.
It is. It is. So yeah, the element of faith is crucial. Communication, because a lot of girls and a lot of guys, by the way, fail to communicate. Why are you angry? Oh, nothing. Why are you angry? Don't worry about it. I said, why are you angry? Goddammit.
What you want?
What is it that you want? So my partner needs to know how to communicate. You get.
Yeah.
And the third part, and this is something I'm also working on, is the aspect of ego.
Explain this one, man.
Right, I'm a man of a great deal of ego, if you will. I don't necessarily like it. It works. It's a blessing in disguise. But throughout the years, I found out the concept of humility. Humility, as I understand it, and more importantly, as the dictionary defines it, is the awareness of our relative insignificance. Right?
Explain that, bro. Because now you're just throwing big words, bro, and I don't know. I kind of feel offended. I don't know.
I feel you. It's like I've recognized my ego to be a fragment of my whole beingness and not the dominant force in my life.
Well, it's a part of you, but not necessarily who you are.
Not who I am. And I'm working on toning it down a little bit because I don't want to come across as someone that's bossy or too prideful.
Or cocky.
I want to be able to say I'm sorry. It's not something I do often.
Yeah.
Why
is that?
Once again, it's the whole ego and pride, and J. Cole has a song, "Pride is the devil."
Yeah.
I can sing too. So
Harmonized rap.
rhythms. So toning it down a little bit is something I'm working on, just so that we can have a good relationship.
Let me ask you though. So you say humility is something that you're trying to get involved, like more into, yeah?
Right.
But to touch on the point of where you said you had insecurities, shouldn't this have had a lot of influence on your ego that slightly made you more humble?
That's true, but I had no ego back then. Back then I was a mess.
So would you say the ego came after now you had done the change?
After I've done the change and after I secured that girl.
So
Because
you got cocky.
essentially.
So you got cocky also. This is what I want to understand. Because if the ego has always been there from that time, then
No.
Okay.
Back then I didn't have any ego. Back then I'd just be bullied and I'd take it. I'd laugh with whoever was, making fun out of me.
okay.
But now with the whole appearance change and I look, facial hair and all that
Yeah.
stuff, now I know that I'm a catch. And any girl would
And
be
you're
lucky.
probably even looking better than some of those man them who are bullying you.
Exactly. I done came a long way. What do you think though? To you, let's suppose you're in a relationship right now. What is the red line beyond which if that thing happens, you are no longer gonna accept that person ever again?
I'd say for me, I really hold my family in high regard. So if this person I'm with is either rude to my mother or has a certain dislike for my brother and my sister, for me, there's no coming back from that, man.
Really?
There's no coming back because it's happened, man. There's scenarios where you find a family. I'll use hypothetical, but this is something which happened in a family back in Malawi.
Understand.
Right?
Yeah.
So, for example, you're there, you get married, you have your little brother back at home. Cool, right? Everything is fine as a family, but your wife doesn't like your little brother.
Wow.
Yeah, your wife doesn't like your little brother. Then all of a sudden, you want to give your brother money. She's on some, not this.
Right.
You're wasting money and whatever.
Right.
You should be spending on other things. Who knows what other things she probably wants it, on her.
On her, exactly.
So, or maybe just trying to bring out a demarcation between you and your brother.
Right.
Because I mean, like, bro, I've grown up with these people, man. Like,
Of course.
you cannot
just
now start coming in and trying to ruin this.
sabotage
relationship you
everything.
have, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and because no lie, like even in terms of my mom, if I have to stand up for my wife or my girlfriend, my shawty, I will do it. But at the same time, let it be within reasonable scenarios.
Of course.
If it's a matter of food, I think we can discuss it. Like,
Of course.
If my mom wants a particular dish, we can talk about it.
We can talk about
But
it.
don't let it now be a thing where you're out there speaking ill of my mom. Now we will fight, bro. Like, plenty women out here, bro. You ain't
There's
the
many-
only one.
exactly.
Man. You ain't the only one. And if we're just seeing each other, even more reason, like, there are no ties there. Man,
Of course.
yeah. So I think the family aspect
You cannot
rate
tolerate.
very highly, man. Of course, there are others, but I would say that one is it's a non-starter, bro. The moment I see that energy
You cannot.
coming, I guess you're done. Yeah. What about you, bro? Like, what's your thing?
Obviously, the first thing that just comes to my head is the cheating thing. I feel like cheaters are the scum of earth.
Scum over you're going
Is-
to
is-
wow.
Is that a big
Man
statement?
keeps throwing a lot of
No, it is. It
this
is.
hate speech.
No, but seriously, think about it.
Uh-huh.
You willingly decided, instead of ending the relationship with that person, to go out and cheat with someone and then go back. And some people have the audacity to not even tell their partner, yo, I went out and cheated on you.
Bro, let's use the same example my cousin told you that time, bro.
What did he say?
If you get a fine and the police are not there, if you're speeding, you were speeding. Then all of a sudden, maybe there was you were over speeding in that area where you're not supposed to, but there was no camera, right? Would you go to the police station and report that, hey, officer, I was over speeding?
Ladies, this is why this man is single right now. Because that's why him and his cousin are single.
Bro, I'm just saying, can you imagine the number of people? There are probably mandem over there who are listening, going,
He's right, he has a point.
point.
I think he has a point.
Bro.
No, Chimoymo, you can't make a laughing matter out of this. This is a serious felony, If I was to cheat on someone, first of all, I tell my partner about it. And then I know it's like snitching on yourself, but I cannot sleep at night knowing, it's a guilty conscience. You can't sleep at night knowing that you've done something to someone and you don't have the balls to say it to them. So I tell them straight up, yo, babes, I did it. I cheated on you.
And then wait for them to decide.
And then give them,
because I think that also is grounded in your.
and if she
non-negotiables.
if she decides to stay, then I'm leaving her.
Ha! Whoa!
I'm leaving her. Because that means she has no self-respect for herself to walk away from this.
You know how toxic that's. That sounds so toxic.
Yo, it is what it is. Am I laughing? Look at my face. Am I laughing?
Bro, that is so heartless.
Because think about it. You've been cheated on, and you still want to stay with that person. You done lost.
Oh.
Yes. That's just the way I operate in life. It's worked out so far. It's worked out.
It's done well, I guess. But right now, I'm thinking about I don't know, man. I hope whoever follows the Kardashians can say something in the comments. Yeah, if my story is correct. So this Kristen Thompson, the guy who was with Khloe Kardashian.
Oh, that basketball player.
Yeah, the basketball player, right? So Mandem, I think, has cheated on her consistently. Yeah, and I think even at some point it was with one of her friends. Close friends.
Yo.
Yeah, and there's a meme as well. That's how I even remember. I think he cheated like 2018, 2019, 2020 he didn't, because of the panty. It's COVID,
Okay. He didn't have the
Man couldn't go outside.
Right.
I bet he would have.
Yeah, exactly.
If there was a vaccine, could have made a plan. So 2020 he didn't, and then 2021 I think there's another scandal that he cheated again. And multiple times.
And she still stayed with him. That's what I'm talking about.
No, that's excessive, bro.
Yeah,
That's
no.
excessive. No.
But you see, that's what happens. And that's why I brought up the situation that I brought up in that hypothetical question. If you are going to accept me cheating on you, what makes you think that I wouldn't do it multiple times? Just like in the case with this.
Because now he's got the green light.
Now he's like, yo, let me smash. Let me just go for any girl. And that's it.
And then back home.
I know she's going to accept my apology. You understand?
But in that scenario, for me, it kind of scares me. Because in this moment now, For him, he should be afraid because why is she accepting so easily? She's probably also doing some dirt.
Potentially.
Well, because
that she's not talking about
makes sense.
Exactly.
Because let me ask you this: do you think women don't cheat?
No, I think women cheat.
But they're just better at it.
Better at hiding it.
Better at the game, bro.
Yeah,
better
they
at the
got
whole
game.
bro.
Yeah, they got game.
Because as a guy, you're there. Guys are so easy to get caught. When you're doing nonsense, all of a sudden your phone is upside down.
Exactly.
Your phone is on silent. You're going outside for a phone call.
Yeah,
no,
right.
no doubt, bro. You've been caught.
You've been caught. Exactly.
you know you outed yourself. Off for the shorty, she's just gonna be there,
low key,
lying next to you. She's gonna give you a peck on the cheek as she's texting the other dude.
Yo.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, this is another episode of Uncapped. Thank you so much, guys. As always, feedback, please.
It matters. It helps us.
It matters. Like, we're so thankful. And make sure you follow us on our pages, Uncapped Official on Instagram. We're also on TikTok. It's been your boy Alaa Hus1
and Chimz.
Yeah, that's a good night.
Audio Jungle.